Hi everyone, this is Tammie Rundle with Impressors Extraordinaire, and today I am going to show a couple of different products with you. The other day I shared with you the Stampin' Blend alcohol markers, and today I am going to share with you the blending pens. Kind of the same name, but they're very different. And to add to the mix, I am going to use the blending pens with the watercolor pencils. And I am going to use 2 stamp sets. Let me go ahead and get these over here and then switch the camera over to my hands. And the 2 stamp sets that I'll use to demonstrate these products are the Festive and Fun and the Jolly Words stamps. And these 2 stamp sets can be found in the September through December mini catalog, and it's available from now until the end of December, so you'll want to check those out on my website. And also in the catalog are the blender pens, and they're number 8 in the description of the catalog. And basically you get 3 markers. They're right here, and they're dual tipped, and they have a specialty liquid in them that helps to give your coloring a more watercolor look, and it blends the color all together, so it's kind of really cool. And then the colored pencils, and they're watercolor pencils, are available on page 125. They're right down here, and it's really cool. These blending pens or blender pens and the watercolor pencils are an excellent pair. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull out one of the stamps that I'm going to use, and it's this cute moose that's in the Fun and Festive stamp set. And I am going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp him so that I can color him. And as always, just come straight down with your stamp. Leave your stamp in place without rocking it. Let that ink soak in. And I am using the thick basic white cardstock. I feel like you get less pill, which is kind of where the cardstock forms little balls if it gets too wet. So you have less of that problem when you use the thick cardstock. So I've got my little image here, and I think I'm gonna zoom in so you can see better when I color. Let's move him down here. And I am going to bring in my watercolor pencils, and obviously there are lots of choices in color, so this is just based upon your desire and what you want it to look like. But the ends of the watercolor pencils designate what color these pencils are, as well as the tips. So I've got some greens and reds, yellows, blacks and browns. So let's get started. And you don't have to be real neat when you're coloring, because you're going to use your blender pens. So just come in and just start coloring. It doesn't have to be all the way filled in. I think I'll give him a red sweater. So just kind of, and depending upon how dark or light you want this sweater to be, you just use more or less pressure on your pencil. The sleeve's there, and the sleeve there. He is a cool dude with a cool Christmas sweater. And then let me come in and color the holly leaves. And come back and get the berries. And I think I want some ganache on top of his little holiday cake. So we'll do a dark brown for that. And I think I want him to be a lighter brown. So we'll come in and get him colored up. And if you see, I am not fully saturating the cardstock with color because I'll come in with those blender pens and blend it all together. And let's give his hoofs some darkness. I need to come back in with my color for his other leg. All right. Oh, what color do I want the cake? Let's make a, I don't know. Let's make a yellow cake. All right. Now come in with your blender pen and between colors, you'll just wipe your pen on your surface and it'll take the color out so that you can move on to the next color. But to get your colors blended, you just, let's see if I can show you the thing up close. So you see right here, it's all blended together, and right here is just some loose coloring. So here we go, some more. Color those. Both of his sets of horns, antlers, whatever they're called. And then come in and color his face. Whoa, I colored outside the line, man. You can just use a regular eraser to get that off. It's the nice thing about these being pencils. They erase very easily with just a regular eraser. And blend all that color together. I don't know if you can see that very well as I'm coloring, but you can kind of see what's happening there. And these pens last forever. The blender pens, so they're dual tipped and you get 3 of them in a package. So you can go on for a very long time. I love that Stampin' Up! Has so many different options for us to color. If you're just starting out buying product, or if you're a demonstrator but you want to get your arsenal filled with color but you don't have a lot of bucks to spend, the place to go is with the watercolor pencils and these blender pens, because you've got lots of options for color. I think the one thing though that you need to recommend, that you need to remember is it's easier to color small images rather than large images. It does avoid the pilling. The thick cardstock is good, but the smaller images also help. So keep that in mind when you're picking the stamp sets to demonstrate and color with, or to use for your projects to give to your friends and family. All right, there is the moose. So he's nice and blended together. All right, let's do a different one. I'm gonna bring in the little elves from the Jolly Words stamp set. And again, using my Memento Tuxedo black ink, I'll get a good inking on my stamp. So it's pretty good. It's a little bit bare there, so let's do this some more. That looks really good. Okay, just come in and stamp him. Or stamp them, I should say. Cover that up. And I'll move these pencils out of the way, and I'll come in with my pencils for the elves. I put some little bundles together so that I can show you what I'm doing. All right, and I also brought in some of the blender pens. These are for the skin tones. All right, let's get started. Let's do the skin tones first. So I've got one elf having a more reddish tint, and I'm just gonna color this elf with this. And they do color darker when they are wet, and then as they dry, they are a little bit lighter. But we know that nobody has just pale, no color skin. So we need to make sure that we give them some life. And then this one will have a little more yellow tone. Give him a color here. They are so cute. I fell in love with this step when I saw it in the catalog before we could actually do the pre-order. And now they're available to everyone, so you can get yours now. All right, let's go ahead and, I think I want to do the wreath, this olive color. Just putting on the color pretty heavy because I want it to be kind of bold, but you can do it really pale also. So not as much pressure when you color. The choice is yours. Everything that you do with Stampin' Up is your choice. You'll go to card parties and different events, and you'll notice that everyone's project, even though you start out with the same supplies, so many projects turn out differently. And that's one of the really cool things about Stampin' Up. All right, let's color these Christmas balls. Just gonna do one tone on these. And let's color his hat red. I think I want to make a white band, so I'll stop there. Let's do his shirt the same color. And let's do the other guy a nice bright green. Or maybe this is a girl, I don't know. Hard to say. They're just cute, I know that. And again, coloring is so relaxing. You have a stressful day going on, just take a break, grab your colors, whatever ones you want, and enjoy. All right, let's color their bells. And then I'll come back in with the blender pen and just start blending the colors together. And these will stain, the tips of these will stain, but it doesn't affect the functionality of the blender pen. So don't worry about that. Just when you're going between colors, just wipe it on your surface, and then that'll clean up with a wet cloth. Oh, look, I gave him a red arm. Oh well. Nobody will be the wiser, I'm guessing. They'll see these cute guys and just go, oh, she cares about me. She sent me a handmade card. I love getting handmade cards in the mail. It's so nice to get mail that's not a bill or a piece of junk. And when you get something that's handmade from somebody that really cares about you, it's really cool. Let's color their hair too. Let's give one some yellow hair. And we'll give one some brown hair. Okay. Come back in with this. You can also blend the colors with these. So, I mean, the sky's the limit. Use your imagination. And then I've got one last one. It is the moose. And that's also from the Festive and Fun stamp set. So I will stamp him the same way. The moose. This is not a moose. This is a giraffe. What was I talking about? You're probably going, hello? Yeah, that's okay. It happens. All right, let's get him on there. He's decorating our tree. And the one thing I wanted to show you with this one is that you can leave part of it unblended, shall we say. Let me grab my other pencil bundle. So move those out of the way and come in with my ones that I've chosen for my giraffe. So you can come in and do the tree and just kind of color it so that it's going the direction of the branches of the tree. And then you can leave that like that to give it a little bit of texture and dimension on your project. Just kind of apply the color in the direction you feel like the branches are going. And then just leave it like that. So you've got it just like that. Or you can go ahead and blend it. Whatever makes you happy. Like I said, the project is yours to do with what you want. All right, let's see. Let's color those balls. Let's see, he's got one in his hand. And there are a bunch on the tree. Let's see. Some down here. He's into green and blue for his Christmas. All right, let's see what's next. Let's do the star. And la la la, what color do I want to do next? Let's do his hoofs. Hooves, whoa, baby. And to sharpen these, you just use a regular pencil sharpener. It's easy peasy. And let's make his hat red. A red hat for the giraffe. Giraffe. I'm learning German on Duolingo. Are you learning a new language? It's really cool to do that, you know. We visited Germany the summer before last, and I just really love the language. It's my heritage anyway, so I thought it'd be really cool to learn how to speak German. Doing pretty good. Let's see. Let's color the holly leaves. Now let's do the giraffe. Let's do him this color. So just come in and do some loose coloring and do a little bit darker where his ears would be shadowed, and come down here. Just that loose coloring because you're going to blend it all together, and I'll leave the tree unblended. He's a very cute guy. Have you ever seen a giraffe in person? They're pretty amazing. We went a few summers ago with our oldest grandson. He wanted to go to Universal Studios, so we took him there. But on the way there, we visited a zoo in Georgia, and it was so neat. He got to feed the giraffe, and it was really cool. Let's color his spots now. It's amazing how long their spine is, the giraffes. Let's color this color. And how about we do the bucket of red? No, let's do the bow of red color. So what projects are you thinking about you could use the blender pens and the colored pencils on? Do you have those tools? Have you had them for a while and you've just never used them? So if I were you, I'd go check them out, get them on your crafting table and start crafting. So much fun. So peaceful, and you've got another avenue for your projects. Whoa. Okay, so that one went on the floor, so we're gonna go with this one. All right, let's use the blender pen again. We're gonna leave the tree the same, but we're gonna color the balls. The other thing that you can add to these projects is the Wing of Stella pen. It's a glitter pen, and it really adds some pizzazz to your projects. It's really cool. Let's come in and do this bucket. And the leaves. And now let's do our giraffe. He's so cute. I think the whimsical stamps that are available to us through Stampin' Up are so fun. Not near even ready for Halloween, so it seems kind of funny that I'm doing a video for Christmas cards, but I'll tell you what, you got to get started early. Otherwise, it gets really stressful at the holidays if you're working on everything with a very short amount of time to do it. So I figured I'd get started. All right, I think, let's do his ear and his hat. And I think, oh, nope, I've got a star too. Ooh, left some color on there. Now we've got an orange star. That's okay. Everything is unique. There are never any mistakes when you're stamping. There are just opportunities for change. So, without any further ado, there's my last project, leaving the tree unblended and everything else blended. And it goes really quickly. So, and it's fun, it's relaxing, and I encourage you to try it. If you have any questions, just let me know. I had a lot of fun presenting this to you today, And if you have any questions, or if you want to go and order your blender pens or your watercolor pencils or both, stamp sets, whatever, just head to my website, tammierundle.stampinup.net, or you can also go to my Facebook page, Impressors Extraordinaire, and you can see some other projects that I've been working on. There's also my YouTube channel that's the same, Tammie Rundle, so you can head there too. But it's been great that you stopped in to watch my video. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.